having a good time. There she goes. All right.
This year's group of interns describe in 1 or 2 words.
Focused.
Fun.
100% more challenging than any of the classes I've ever taken.
Cooperation.
Pushing myself.
What a great learning experience.
Everything about it has been interesting.
I kind of say a blast.
So we're building a predictive model that will be integrated into an end user interface.
So it's basically a platform to predict how certain up and coming technologies will be used in government contracts.
What's going to become popular and also what is going to become money making.
The technical term for it is a horizon scanning project where we're using machine learning to kind of look at upcoming technologies on the rise.
Through looking at GitHub and also contract data from the government.
We look at what's going on in the development of that technology today to predict what's happening 2 years from now.
So it kind of gives you that early detection or early sign that hey, this company should look out for this because that's the next big new thing.
So when we're looking out at 2 years, we can get a very broad picture of what we as a company could potentially be investing in, not just from a technology perspective, but expertise and personnel coming in. They've taken that internship, they've come in and they've understand that they can't sit in isolation and develop their little pocket.
We have to work as a team to bring a product that the company will value, right?
So I've got the DevOps team, right? And so that's Ryan Crow and John Tiernan.
I've been writing the Terraform scripts, so I've been doing infrastructure work, standing things up with AWS.
And I'm helping put together the program that will compile all the tests and give us our final code coverage.
And then I have David Drummond and Wilson on our ML team.
We are using, cutting edge cloud technologies to run these artificial intelligence models, these algorithms.
So it's a lot of data. So based off of those features, we make that predictive model that tells us what's our confidence that these packages are going to support that technology well.
I have David A. on front end.
I got a ton of just graphs basically that allow you to just in one look see the broad picture of how these things are related and how sure we are or how confident we are that they will continue to be used and continue to be popular in 2 years' time.
For our backend team, I have Holly.
A lot of programs in one day. I have to make sure that the machine learning team is able to put their data inside the database, and I have to make sure that the front end can go into the database and then get the data back for their UI.
As they're walking away from this internship, they are taking away the understanding of one of the major differences between academia and enterprise. The necessity from your day-to-day is communication with other teams.
Deploying a piece of software on an enterprise level is extremely different versus doing it just as a student or as a project on my own.
I definitely learned how to plan better and develop strategies, high-level strategies.
And this is actually probably the biggest thing I've learned is how an agile team works.
It was kind of thrown headfirst into the deep end and learn how to swim. And
one thing that I've learned is being able to manage all the different programs.
I think my teamwork communication skills have gone up a lot.
I definitely recommend it to pretty much anybody. It'll really force you to work your hardest and apply what you've learned. And I feel really confident coming out of the internship that I'll have, some real world knowledge and experience I can take with me into the workplace.
If you take this internship, you will be supported through the whole thing. You will gain so much, and it's going to be super hard.
Honestly, this experience, I just want to say, has definitely been, I've learned so much, and it's been everything I could have hoped for so far.